Denim is in demand at Plato's Closet in West Ashley and North Charleston. Get cash on the spot for everything denim. Bring in your trendy and classic styles of gently used name brand denim. Get paid for your denim shorts, skirts, jackets, jeans, and more. We're looking for denim that is blue, black, or a bold color, and jeans in styles like mom jeans, bootcut, baggy, flared, and ripped. We want everything denim. Sell your denim for cash at Plato's Closet today. Plato's Closet, located in West Ashley on Sam Rittenberg Boulevard and North Charleston on Rivers Avenue.
Hashtag no music, no intro. Ryan, this is the one, man.
Yeah.
This is the one. This is the one. Like I know that Eagles game left a bad taste, in a lot of people's mouths, Saints fans' mouth. They not, niggas talking about, they about to get blown out in the playoffs, first round exit, which very well may be true.
Very well may be true.
But before we get there, we gotta watch Sunday. Let's
yeah, buddy.
This is the one. And for me, here's what I want to see from them. I want to see the Saints team that beat Tampa Bay in that second time around. Because I need to know. They even if they play like that, they may not win.
No.
But I got to know, Ryan. I gotta know.
Gotta know what's in that heart, man. Gotta know.
Chiefs at Saints. I'm gonna preface this preview pod right now. I saw what fucking Florio tweeted. I saw it about Sean. I saw what Sean said. I'm not talking about that angle on this preview show.
Hashtag nigga let it go.
Not talking about it. I'm not doing it. So this game, where do you want to start? Like, what are you looking for?
Ooh.
Where are we starting for this game?
Oh man, there's so many angles to take, bro. It's like, first of all, like the whole's gonna be watching. You know what I'm saying? It's basically a primetime game, like a national televised game. Only like 60% of Arizona won't see this game. Like it's a national football game. So everybody gonna be watching, bro. Everybody gonna be watching. It's the only game this week between two winning teams.
Is it really?
Records. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So like it's like the schedule makers knew what they was doing, man. Like this is it. You know what I'm saying? And two interconference matchups. You know what I'm saying? You got AFC Chiefs trying to get that bye. You know what I'm saying? The Saints just trying to kind of stay afloat to clinch the South and be in position to maybe get the bye. Who knows? But they're coming off a loss, trying to put some good tape back on, try to just lick your humps and put a good effort out there. And you want to just as a competitors, I know this Saints team, they want to see how they measure up against the former Super Bowl champs. I mean, these are the champs. These are the champs. And they look better. Arguably, they look better than they did last year. Like in the regular season, they are a better team than they were this year than they were last year. Because last year, it was kind of like, what's going on? It's not the same. Then they turned it up towards the end of the season and the postseason or whatever. So this is like this is a chin check game. This is a game where you can measure up and see where you at. And Saints need a win too. I mean, on top of that, they need to win this game. Because they're trying to lock up the NFC South. Yes, they have opportunities to do that after this game. So, it's not like critical. It's not like a must-win game. But, it's a game that they should want to win and try to win as, with all hands on deck. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know where to start, man. But, I guess defensively first because this is an offensive driven team we're going against, man. And we know about Mahomes. And Sean Payton knows very well about number 10. And, man, it's like, what do you do? Like, what do you do? Like, what's the plan? You know what I'm saying? It's like
I know I will say this. Whatever plan that Dennis Allen came up with against Jalen Hurts, like, bro, Dennis, like, shout out to Dennis Allen. Like, it's funny. He goes under fire very heavily at times, and then like the defense starts playing very well, then we ease off on him, and then then he's like, ugh, what is this? And so we start. But to Michael Lombardi's point, did he not watch Jalen? Did they not watch any of Jalen Hurts at Oklahoma or at Alabama? Like, what was the game? What was the defensive game plan? It did not make sense. It didn't.
It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. Also, I mean, I will say, just watching it, a lot of it was just execution too. Like
it was.
Some of it was not just playing, just like dudes wasn't executing. You know what I mean? Just dudes not, not setting the edge. Dudes not, dislodging from the blocks. Not. So it's hard to say, like, because they did tighten up in the second half.
They did.
I mean, we recapped this game already, but but no doubt, like Dennis Allen, all of them, like the whole team got to step up from what they put out last Sunday, like, because it was bad tape. It was like everybody's hands are dirty. Even Coach Sean Payton said everybody's hands are dirty, including his, and we talked about that too. So, everybody going to step on, including Dennis Allen. He's going to come up with the plan of his life, man.
So
he can come up with the plan of his life and still might allow 30.
which is wild, bro. Here's when you play that team, when you play the Chiefs, I think what you can't concede, and I know it's easier said than done, but what you can't concede as a defense, you can't get beat with the shot plays.
No,
you can't get beat with the shot plays. So to me, this is how I would schematically go against them. You play zone, which obviously that could potentially, lead to you getting attacking the run game. So your run game has to be stout. Malcolm Roach and Malcolm Brown didn't practice today. And maybe we saw how important Malcolm Brown is to the run defense. Because he didn't play against the Eagles, and we know the Eagles just went off. So I think maybe as fans we've underrated, because he doesn't get sacks, he doesn't get pressures, but like just in terms of shutting down the run, like I think we've as fans in general just have underrated him. So he's still hurt.
And on the run defense, I'll add that outside of that like 82-yard run by Miles Sanders, he was averaging like 3 point something per carry.
Yeah, like it was. Yeah, it wasn't.
And then Jalen Hurts. I mean, if you want to include Jalen Hurts in the run stop, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just saying, like, the Saints have been a good run D for a couple of years now. Right. They finally just got blown out, but I don't think it's not a trend. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a trend where.
No, I don't think it is either. So I think you have to play zone, and you basically say, all right, Kansas City, if you want to score points, you're gonna have to. You got to be Drew Brees. Death by 1,000 cuts, 3 yard. It's very similar to the Raiders game.
Yeah.
The difference is, I think, Josh Jacobs went a little off more than the defense would like. But I think in terms of, all right, we may give up long drives, but when it gets to the red zone, when you get into the red zone, you got to hold him to 3. Got to hold him to 3. I think so. That's the plan. Is you rush 4. Maybe at times on third down, you may get a little wild and bring some pressures. But largely, you rush 4 and you just drop. You flood the back end of the defense in zone and just cover up. Now, we've seen at times, we know that the Saints secondary sometimes, like, we know zone isn't their strength. Like, it's just not. Right. So, but I think you have to in this game. I really do, man. Like, I don't think you can. You can't roll the boys out there and say, all right, Sean, you got child abuser, Jackrabbit got whoever. Like, bruh, you can't do it, because that's a 40 piece right there. That's a 40 piece.
And I think Sean knows that. Sean been talking about Tyreek Hill for years now. Like,
that child abuser.
He talks about the Chiefs. Yeah, child abuser.
Child abuser.
Anytime he talks about the Chiefs, he's talking about number 10, most dangerous player in the league, and this and that. Dangerous in the league and dangerous at home. Shit. So, real though. So it's like, I'll be shocked if they don't. Will it work? I don't know, but I'll be shocked if they don't have a plan. What that plan is, I don't know. If it's the
Dallas Clark plan, bro. You can't. The best player is beating us. Can't let him beat you. Come on now.
Like, come on, man. Like, you'd be crazy just to man up on him. You'd be crazy.
Like, even from let's take away. Let's not even talk about football. Like, even a basketball sense, right? Like, I think that's a little easier to understand. Like, if you're playing against the Lakers, all right, let's shut LeBron down. Let's shut AD down. Sorry, Pelican fans. And if their role players are hitting shots and beating us, then it's just not our night.
Yeah, we just can't do it.
We just can't do it.
But you can't let child abuser go off. You
can't do it. Can't do it. But then my thing, the caveat to them playing zone, and it's tricky because if they play a lot of zone, that gives Travis Kelce a lot of opportunity to find holes in the zone. And
that's it. That's what he does.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's all he does.
It's pick your poison, right? Like,
right.
Because
it's not like the Saints are the first team to be like, oh, we got to take away Tyreek Hill.
No.
Every team tries that.
No.
Well, except, can't remember the team that just tried to, like, put a man on him or whatever. But anyway, like, yeah, most teams are trying to take away Tyreek Hill. But
that was the Bucks.
The Bucks. Like, yeah, let me just man up Tyreek Hill.
Carlton Davis got
no.
But then that's the risk you run is 87 getting in the zones, sitting down, extended drives, catching, run after catch. I mean, we're not even talking about Sammy Watkins.
And he could bust something too. Like
Sammy Watkins. They just have so many. It's insane. You know the weapons that they have. However,
and they're all fast. All of them fast.
However, a big plot line in this game is that both the left tackle and the right tackle, as of recording this podcast on Wednesday, were DNPs.
Yeah.
So, and shout out. I mean, I've been so busy, and I told you off air why I've been so busy. Shout out to Greg Rosenthal for shooting, sending me something, shooting it over to me. But like we don't know yet, right? But if Eric Fisher and the backup, the second string right tackle, because their stud right tackle,
Schwartz. Yeah, Mike Schwartz is he's IR eligible, but he's not back. He's not.
So they're on their second string right tackle. So if they're going down to their third string right tackle and their second string left tackle, defense, D-line,
you got to step up.
You got to, bro. Like. We've seen this script before, right? Remember that Oakland game?
Yeah.
Like, Oakland, they don't got no.
Oh, come on, they got to be fooled, right?
Stonewalled.
So I don't want to hear that shit.
Remember that Eagles game last week? That bad Eagles offensive line? Okay.
I don't want to hear it. That Eagles game showed me enough. Like, I don't give a shit about, the old line is beat up. Don't matter. Don't matter. You got to bring it. You know what I'm saying? You got to bring it, man. And we know they could do it. We saw what they did to Tampa Bay. They was in Tom Brady's ass all day. You know what I'm saying? So they can do it. They have the talent to do it, but they just have to do it. Like it's the part of the psychology of sports players that I'll never understand. Well, I kind of understand because look, I mean, think about it at your own job. Are you like going 100 every day? Like every single day? Or are you going like 1,000% and just killing it? No, like some days you just got an off day, or you're just kind of tired, or you're feeling lazy that day, or whatever. But this game, like, come on, man, y'all getting paid for this. This is the game you show up for, bro. Like they have to just like I want to kill the dude in front of them and just get after it. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't let Patrick Mahomes sit back there. But even when you do get to him, like, man, he just scrambles out the pocket so well, man.
It's so funny because that was my next question to you is it's always, I think we've had, I don't know if it was Greg Cole-Selsman on the pod saying, like, that's what makes him as a player. So him, Deshaun Watson, but him especially, and this is no, slight to any quarterback in the league, but defending the play after the play with number 15, bruh. Like I don't like those things that you can't coach. Like you can have your defense can play be a man, zone, and play whatever is coming at them perfectly. But he starts doing that Texas Tech, just unorthodox. It's hard, man. It's hard, bro.
Hard. It's very hard. Now, I went back and was looking at the first Raiders game they played where they lost to the Raiders, and just trying to see what their defense was doing. And you just got to credit the Raiders defense. It's not a good defense at all.
Which is crazy because they just fucking fired their defensive coordinator a couple of
did they?
Yeah, bro.
They did? Oh,
shit. DA, make some calls, bro. Take some notes.
Like, seriously, man, because it's like they played extremely smart. They weren't good, but they played very smart defense. So when Patrick Mahomes is doing his thing where he did his progression read, didn't see anything, pass rush getting to him, then he does his, typical little leak to the right, and he starts, moving to the right. And then, Crosby quickly disengaged because he's pass rushing, move past Mahomes, but then he knows Mahomes like to move right, so then he quickly disengage, spin out, and then goes to hit Mahomes. So the defensive line has to know that Patrick Mahomes is not going to be a statue. He's not just going to stand there and just take a hit. He's going to move and adjust in the pocket. So you're going to have to be, just really smart about knowing where he is in the pocket and not just let him leak out to the side. Also, what the Raiders did, they used LSU guy, Arden Key. They had him play spy a lot, especially on third down, where he just sat in the middle of the defense and just watched Mahomes. Like, that's all he did. That was his job. Watch Mahomes, see what he's doing, make sure he doesn't leak out, make sure he doesn't scramble for, an 8-yard first down or whatever. So when he did,
it sounds like they sacrificed pass rush to cover up, the after the play the best way they could.
That's exactly what they did. And they were able to, pressure Mahomes quite a bit because we know Mahomes. Mahomes does like to hold on to the ball. He does like to buy time and get things downfield. So the front seven has to work in concert.
Come on, man.
With the secondary. It has to be like a perfect symphony where if the pass rush is pushing Mahomes to the right, the secondary has to be locking up the right to make sure he doesn't have anything. They're going to have to cover for 3 seconds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They can't just.
Yeah.
They're going to have to cover for extended period of time, and they're going to have to be smart to know when they play zone. When there's gaps in the zone, they have to know where those gaps are because that's where the tight end is going. Like, he's going to find those soft spots. So you have to know where those soft spots are. You're going to have to man up on them and try to attack the ball or whatever because he's going to go. Like, that's where Mahomes goes. Yes, he loves Tyreek Hill, but Tyreek Hill might catch 5 passes. He might get 5 or 6 targets. He's not going to get like a shitload of targets.
Right.
The tight end is going to get targeted a lot, especially on third down because that's his guy.
And this is a big game, and I remember Malcolm Jenkins' quote. He said he know that the defense started clicking in that San Francisco game in terms of how how they handle the formations and the bootlegs and the misdirections. Hey, if that's when the light came on for the defense, this is your doctorate thesis.
Because let me tell you, Andy Reid, he does end rounds. He has 2 of the fastest players going in opposite directions. Like, you have to know. You know what I'm saying?
Shovel passes.
Oh man, side looking this way, throwing the pass backwards, all type of shit. Like it's a challenge. But you also have to understand, Saints fans, you gotta just understand, Patrick Mahomes gonna throw some touchdowns in this game. Don't cry when he throws a touchdown. He's gonna do it. You just gotta give it to him. He's gonna throw it. You just gotta hope it's not in the 30s. Hopefully it's in the 20s.
And here's the thing. It's funny too because we talked about the entire Chiefs offense. One of the areas that they're struggling in the most is in the run game, and I feel like we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Le'Veon. It just hasn't been working for them.
And Andy Reid is notorious for giving up on a run. Like we get mad at Sean Payton, but Andy Reid, I mean, fucking 20 years. Like the dude gives up on a run. It's just part of his coaching MO. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if you take it away early, you ain't gotta worry about it. Like he's gonna give up on it.
So this is a good segue. I think we talked about you brought up Arden Key. Like this to me, like this is a game why you brought in someone like Quan Alexander. I know he had the big gaff.
Yeah, the goof. I mean, he literally caused the 82-yard touchdown. Like
completely all.
He wanted to be a hero, and like, but if he would have just stuck to his like assignment or whatever, it wouldn't have been that right.
It wouldn't. But
it's all right. There you go.
But like with his athleticism, and his speed, we're talking about eyes that can stay on number 15. Like that's why you brought a player in like that to me.
Right.
So like he's potentially perfect to be utilized in a role like that. Now, I will say, if the Saints come up with stops, forcing the Chiefs to punt, because there are times where the Chiefs do look mortal, and they'll just go into a rut, and they'll have three and outs in a row, or they'll just have some bad. So when the Saints defense makes them punt and what have you, that offense has to score touchdowns. It can't be the offense we saw last week. It has to be if they move the ball and they settle for field goals and it's like a 1-score, 2-score game in the fourth.
And let's be honest, the field goals is a 50-50 proposition right now.
Okay, this nigga talking right now.
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hope Sean's seeing that. Like, bro, you don't just go to field goals. Like, you need to like really think. If it's 4th and 5, like look at the analytics or whatever. Like, what's your chances? Like, what are your best chances right here? You know what I'm saying? Because he's going through a little funk right now. You know, is this the game you want to let him work through his funk? I don't know.
And his counterpart, Harrison Butker, he's damn good. He's a good ass kicker. Just saying. So let's flip over to the offensive side of the ball. We said that when the Saints get the ball, the defense will do what they need to do. Drew came off of activated from IR. I still think there's no fucking way in hell Drew's missing this game. I don't think.
I know Rap Sheet is saying like, it's we still don't know. But the fact today that they assigned him as eligible to return from IR, that just tells me at least today he threw, and they see something. They see that it's in a positive direction. Like we don't know. We really don't know. Sean Payton is not going to tell us who's going to start. He's not going to do it. We won't know until either like Friday, Saturday, or when the game starts. But I don't know, man. Like it's so two different approaches. Each one is risky. Like even if Drew does start,
man, I saw a couple of those like in-depth snaps of number 75, nigga.
Oh man. Like, bro, like what the fuck? Every time I see it, I'm like, what the fuck were they thinking when they re-signed this nigga, man? Like, what did they see, bro? Like, Sean talk that shit, man. Sean talk all that shit. Just to love that flow interview and all that stuff. It was fire. But he like, you gotta, are you gonna play the undrafted kid over the draft pick? Yeah, you talking that shit, Sean. You talking that shit, man, because you just, I don't know, the Pete because he knew his daddy or whatever. Like,
don't forget, Hold On Flow, same podcast, he went on rolling in about David Shaw, Stanford head coach.
Man, listen. I don't know, bro. Like
this, you know what? This should have been the Pete revenge game. and we should have been getting excited. We're like, oh shit, like David Onyemata gets to go against Pete this week. Like,
exactly. I would have absolutely enjoyed that fool.
Nope. So the Chiefs defense has been average at best.
Yeah.
The story of the game is number 95, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
It revolves around, honestly, it revolves around him to me, because we've harped on this podcast. The worst part of this Saints, the worst unit on the Saints is their interior. Well, the best, arguably the best defensive tackle, you could say Aaron Donald, but if Aaron Donald's 1A, Chris Jones is 1B, is coming into town, and he's going to see Andres Pete, Eric McCoy, who's a great center, and Nick Easton still has a concussion, so likely a rookie, and Cesar Ruiz in front of him. Like you said, even if Drew plays, that's risky, bro.
I mean, he might be going on an ambulance. You know what I'm saying?
Like the old Madden games when a player got hurt and it drove on the field.
Exactly. Like, bro, it could get ugly. Like, it could get really ugly.
He's a disruptor. Like, he can just destroy. Like, he's a big part of the reason why the Chiefs came back and won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, absolutely. He was wrecking the pocket. I mean, he's a huge dude. He just and then they got Frank Clark. You know what I'm saying? I know he had like the greatest season ever or whatever, but like I was watching him versus the Dolphins this past Sunday. He was hitting some spin moves, getting pressure. So it's not, he's not a bum. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could, and I mean, Armstead, he didn't have a terrible game last week, but he got beat a couple times by Sweat, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, all it takes is one or two plays, and if Taysom playing, he's been loose with the ball. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, that's a big question, man. Like, Taysom, bro. Like,
talk to me. Come on.
Well, I mean, where you at with him? Like, where you at with Taysom? Like, we've had like a couple of days to just kind of digest his past 4 games, and it's like.
So look, it's weird. It's funny, weird and funny, because some of the issues I had with Teddy as a starter, Taysom has very similar issues.
Yeah.
But even just like Teddy's going through progressions is faster than Taysom. I still think they're both players that largely they have to see it before they throw it. But man, I think that Eagles game, and I know a lot of that, some of that was on the offensive line, but some of that too was just on Taysom. Just some of it was offensive line, some of it was coverage sacks, but some of it was like Taysom's his read, like his thoughts of going through his reads and the progressions, like it's slow, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like that fourth down. I mean, Emmanuel Sanders is on a linebacker shooting up the seams and beating them, obviously. And it's like, bro, like throw that as soon as you see it. Like, okay, Emmanuel Sanders on a linebacker, throw it. Period. Like, that's the equation. Like, if I'm writing a computer program, that's what I'm writing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you throw that. Okay, whatever happens after that, he drops it or it's intercepted. Okay, it's 4th down, whatever. But like, you throw that, Drew's throwing that every time. Might not make it there, but Drew gonna throw it. But he's like he's looking. Okay, I'm gonna go to Mike Thomas over here. Like,
bro,
like, what are you doing?
That's 4th and 2. Get rid of the ball, bro.
Like, so that fucking ball.
So I mean, I didn't really answer your question. I am not encouraged by what I've seen, and also like hearing Sean say like really the only reason Taysom is starting this year is because he gave him a promise in the offseason.
Like, I promised my dog, man.
Nigga, we going off promise rings now? Like what?
And he did say, which was like the key quote from that conversation was like he said something about like, that decision, the Jameis weighs on him every game or something like that. Like that Jameis is not starting. And I didn't take from it that he was like Like Jameis is better. Has a give him a like Sean Payton's going to play the best player to win the game. Like Sean is about winning, period. But maybe they're even. Like maybe Jameis and maybe he views Jameis and Taysom as even, and he's going with Taysom because look, that's his project. That's his pet project. Wants to see him do well. And I mean, let's be honest. Like he's 3-1 as a starter. It's not like Taysom has been some dumpster fire. Like we was speaking positively about him that last week. So
for sure.
you know what I'm saying? So it's not like so. But I think Sean Payton, part of him is like, man, like I need a little more than this, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, it's 3 games, and it's the key things that we wanted to see improve from Taysom. We haven't. He's still fumbling the ball. It's just bad. Like, it's like we haven't talked about it. It's like it's not talked about enough. Like, he is very bad with the ball. He has caused losses with fumbling. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a very bad issue. Just like Jameis with his
interceptions. Yeah.
It's a really bad issue, man. And like I don't even know what to do with it. I know all fumbles aren't the same. I know the way just getting snuck on from the back, with a blindside hit is a fumble is different than like him running the ball. But like, bro, like you the quarterback, your job is to protect the ball, and he just hasn't. Like, and that's huge. And going against the Chiefs, I'm sorry, if you have one takeaway, it's over. Like,
Done.
It's over, man. Done. If that turnover ratio is -1 for Saints, it's over, man.
Good night.
Like, the margin of victory will be so slim in this game.
It's right to thin. And here's the thing, man. How to word this? If Drew wasn't how Drew's condition is, going against this Chiefs defense, man, I would feel confident that the Saints could at least put 20 plus 30 points on them.
Yeah.
Like, confidently. Like, they don't have anyone, obviously, not ignoring Chris Jones, but like if you look at, besides Chris Jones, we talked about Frank Clark, their linebackers are okay. They got Honey Badger. The secondary plays decent at times, but like their defense Steve Spags revenge game. and Spagnola and Sean hate each other, bro.
Oh yeah, ain't no love. You remember the last time they faced?
What game was that in? That wasn't when he was with the Giants, was he?
Yep, the Giants 7 touchdown game. Yep. Now look, I mean, people say, well, Spags. Look, when Spags has talent, when he has like a plethora of talent, he can put together a decent defensive plan. I expect him to bring a little plan. He's gonna blitz, depending who they play, who's at quarterback. If it's Taysom, I think he's gonna try to force Taysom off his spot and make those little half field reads like he does. He's gonna try to take away, the running lanes for Taysom, even though Taysom, like my girl D, she pointed out perfectly today. She put a little video up. It's like, bro, just run it, man. Like, stop hesitating, man.
When I was watching fucking Lamar play on Monday night, bro, I was getting mad, bro. I was like, yo, like Lamar snap, hit his drop, all right, gone, boom.
Greg Rosenthal tweeted perfectly. Like he was like, the first beginning of the season, Ray was like, oh, let's turn Lamar into a pocket passer.
When you know that shit's not working, you got to go to his strength.
Man, do your thing, bro. Like, go out there and do your thing. And Lamar was killing him. But here's the thing, though. With Taysom, it's like I'm still trying to figure out if that's him or not, because I don't know if he's like trying to be a pocket passer.
I think that's exactly what it is, bro. I think it is. Yeah. I think he is so set on proving the doubters, like, I'm not just an athlete. I'm not just a dude that can run, be a running quarterback. I can be like Breeze. I get it to an extent, right? Yeah. But I think, like, perfect example, again, going back to that Eagles game. The first Saints drive, when he's rolling out to his right and there's green grass in front of him and he's trying to throw over to his body, like half, like whatever, and trying to hit Jared Cook and it goes high. Bro, just fucking run. Like, there's no one to prevent you. Run.
I mean, you built like a tank, man. Like, and you run a 4.4, apparently, like, Just put them gases in and go, bro.
Let's go, man. So we don't know who's going to start. So, but I do know the offensive game plan got to be this. Sean can't be pass.
No,
can't do it, bruh. This is a game where the Saints have to have, and it's funny. The plan that when the Saints offense was in its heyday in 2011, and when the offense was going all crazy, the game plan that the defenses love to use against New Orleans was, when they were on offense, like, let's try to have ball control. We don't want Drew on the field because when they come on the field, they putting up 7.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to limit possessions. So when the Saints have on offense, Sean has to be smart with his play calling. Latavius Murray had 4 carries on Sunday, right? 4. Come on, bro. We making $4 million. Got 4. That's a mil. That's a military. That's a military, bro.
Yeah, man. Like, and this Chief defense can't be run against, man. Like, you got to run the ball. Use Alvin Kamara. Like,
bullies, bro. Be bullies. Keep
line. Just like be bullies. Like offensive linemen. You don't have to be a world talent to be a good run blocking offensive line. It takes attitude and strength and just wanting to dominate the man in front of you, man. Like, do that.
And that helps even against a player like Chris Jones, right? Because
hell yeah, when
you're an offensive lineman and you're in a pass set, you go back. Like, that's no offensive line. As someone who played offensive lineman and a very fucking high school, like, it's a lot easier to run block than it is to pass block because you're going forward. Like, lean on them. Use your 2 fucking headed running back. Depending on who's playing quarterback, when you have an opportunity to take shots or whatever, then take them. But can't be a game where Sean just completely forgets about the fucking run game and starts fucking passing all over the place and start going 3 and out and 5 and out. Because that's a 40 burger being put on the Saints real quick. We saw it last week, bro. Like, the defense got tired.
Yeah, exactly. You saw it with the snaps they played. They were just tired, man. They were tired. Put them on the field too much. It goes against everything Sean's been trying to do.
Got to play complementary football. Got to play it.
And, like, man, just to beat the hammer again, like, run Taysom. Like, if it's 3rd and 4, like, bro, you can get that with your legs, man. You can get it. Like, if you want to get it, you can get it, man. So just, open up some of those runs for Taysom, whether that's read option. I understand it's probably like the way the Baltimore Ravens run it, like, it's a part of their philosophy. Like,
it's in their DNA.
It's in their DNA. So it's not like the Saints could just flip a switch and do it, but you got to design some runs and design, open it. I mean, look, when you got a running quarterback, man, we saw what Jalen Hurts did to us, man. It opens up so many things when your quarterback is a legitimate threat in a run game, So, like, don't take away one of Taysom Hill's best tools. Like, let him use that shit, Like, let him run wild.
Yeah, it feels like he's being pigeonholed to be, like, to try and be something that he's not. And whether
that's him or Sean, like, they both need to sit down. Sean needs to be like, look, bro, use them legs, bro. Like, this is your game. Like, just go run wild. Like, just set it off in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, just put it all out there. Just put it all out there. Like, everybody watching you. 31 teams watching you. I'm watching you. Everybody watching you. Like, just put it all out there. If he does play. Either way, he's going to play some snaps. Even if Drew did wind up starting, Taysom going to get his. You know what I'm saying? But, that's just going to be the thing to watch, man. Who starts? Like, Drew Brees. Like, say Drew Brees does start, like, what would be the game plan with him?
I think the game plan would kind of be similar to the Tampa Bay game plan in the second game, except I would probably expect a little more running because they would really play. Because I think the way Sean saw that game is he immensely respects the Tampa Bay run defense. And so the way he kind of saw, like, I'm not going to beat my head, over and over again trying to run if it's not going to get me anywhere. And I feel like I have matchups in the secondary and their linebackers. And so that's what the game plan was. I think I think if Drew plays, I think the game plan has to be similar. But because Kansas City isn't as stout in defending the run as Tampa Bay, I think that gives you more opportunity to utilize, the run game.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would envision. I have no idea what Sean's going to do. But that's what I would want to see as a fan.
I'm hoping Deontay Harris looked like he was close to coming back last week.
Yeah, but he was another DNP today, man.
Oh, he's DNP today?
Yeah,
damn,
because
man.
of the neck. And then I'm glad you brought that up, speaking of special teams, because, Kansas City got weapons on special teams too, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, I'm glad we got Justin Hardy back. That's a big weapon they got. It's a big weapon. So yeah, that man. Not having Deontay Harris hurts because I think the Saints just gonna need some quick strikes this game, man.
Something, bro.
They're gonna need like just some big, like 2 or 3. Like when you saw the Raiders game when the Raiders beat them, they had Ruggs hit for a big play. You gotta have 1 or 2 of those because you gotta put points up, bro. You gotta put points up, man.
It's a must. So the Saints that didn't practice today were Malcolm Brown with the shoulder, Nick Eason with the concussion, Mike Thomas with the ankle, Malcolm Roach with an illness, Deontay Harris with the neck, and Tommy Lee Lewis with the illness.
And it's been frustrating with Mike Thomas too because it's like, man, he was great with that yards after catch, and I don't know if it's just an ankle, but I really think it's just the ball placement with Taysom, man. Like,
it's not giving him an opportunity to like snap around or whatever.
It's like run your route, stop, wait. Taysom looks at him, throws the ball. Mike Thomas acrobatic catch gets hit, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's no putting the ball in front. Where he's able to get some yak and stuff like that. So, like, man, like it's gonna be a tough matchup, bro. Like, man, this is a tough one, bro. It's a tough one, man.
Yeah, man. I
don't know.
It's the one, though. It's the one.
It's the one, bro. Like, but man, it just sucks though because if Tampa Bay wins and we lose to the Chiefs, we got to go another week to try to clinch the NFC South. It's
come on, man.
Damn, like, come on.
I'm tired of this.
Can we lock this shit up? You know what I'm saying?
Tired of this.
Let me ask you this though, bro. Like, what if, worst case scenario, Taysom starts.
Okay.
Chiefs just got the defense's number and just it's fucking 27-0 going into the third quarter, or 27-3. Like, it's just depressing. You know what I'm saying? Taysom fumbling, fucking defense can't stop shit. It's like, oh shit.
Man, if it's 27-3 and Taysom fumbling, like, I'm like, shit, like that's a miracle. But continue.
I mean, yeah. I mean, but just saying, 27-3, 28-3. I mean, do you put Jameson? Like,
yes.
This is like,
yes.
Hey,
yes. Stop it. Yes.
Let's just see what happens. Let's throw Jameson.
You got to, bro. You got to, man.
Boy, like the national media will be flaming Sean Payton ass, boy.
When it like to expand upon that, wouldn't it be like, imagine if Jameis led them to a comeback?
Oh man. Oh boy, Sean will be getting fricasseed up in this motherfucker.
Oh, bro. I mean, listen, man. I'll end this like I started the episode. I want them to come out, and I hate it because we don't know if Drew's gonna play. And even if he does play, Drew got fucking Play-Doh ribs, bro. Like, come on, man. But like, I need them to show up. Because as a football fan, not a Saints fan, somewhat as a Saints fan, but as a football fan, I gotta know where they stand. Like, yeah. I need the D to be that Teddy Bridgewater, like, we gonna defend every blade of grass defense. I gotta know how good they are, man. This is the one. This is the
Like
one.
if that defense fought and like held the Chiefs under 20, but say the offense still fell short with Taysom.
Bruh. Woo, bruh.
It was suck, bro. But at the same time, I'd be like, okay, my defense ready though. My defense ready. You know what I'm saying? At least I would find that little bit of hope out of it. It would suck though. Like it would like.
Nah, man. Like if they came out and held into like 17 points, bruh, and the Saints offense
still lost. Oh man,
nigga,
bruh. Taysom might not. Somebody might need to come back, bro.
We fighting, nigga. We fighting.
Well, they might have to hire Taysom, bro, because they go. I mean, they flamed his ass this week. You think they would have flamed him there?
Shit, nigga. Can we also talk about like potentially if the Saints? If I know it's all the doom and gloom, they're gonna get that first round exit in the playoffs. If the Saints go on a roll, like this may be the very well team that they meet in the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
like this is it, man. This is a huge game. It's a huge game, man.
Oh man, if they get to the Super Bowl,
if they do, it's likely that there is no other team in the AFC. I'm sorry, there's no other team in the AFC I see beating KC. There's not. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I don't see it, bro.
Bro, I like Buffalo, bro. I like, but they're not going to do it though. They just
didn't the Chiefs already like?
Yeah, they did, man. But the way they've been looking recently, man, like, bro, I didn't like Josh Allen at all. Like,
he's made me eat a lot of fucking crow.
Like just to see his accuracy to where it is now,
which is crazy
that's hard to improve.
That's why I was about to, like that is literally the hardest attribute, no matter what position you play, is improving your accuracy as a quarterback. Because historically, for years, if you're not accurate in college, you're not going to be accurate in the fucking NFL. That is just proven. But to see how much he's been able to improve his accuracy, that's a testament to him. Like that really is, man. It is, man. Because I had my doubts about him as a prospect, big time.
Yeah, big arm, though. Like we see him every year. He got a big arm, big arm. Like okay. And then like the last couple of years, it's like big arm, but like his deep ball accuracy was like the worst in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? It was just terrible. But man, his throws are like, oof.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, man.
Yeah,
but,
he had a couple of throws in the game they played against the Niners where he was just rolling out to the right and just. Woof, I was like, God damn! Woo.
Damn,
shit is hot. But I've adopted. When 15 came to the league, I've adopted like this thing is like I don't. When he started playing, I thought I don't bet against 15. I don't do it, bro. Like.
You can't, man.
Like even last year in the playoffs when they're playing the Titans,
Texans or Titans,
both of them, especially that Titans game though. But they were playing that Titans, and Titans just came out and just punched him in the mouth, and I was like, man, don't count out 15. And then he had that famous run.
Oh, that run, yeah. Oh man.
He is becoming the equivalent, I don't know, of like the LeBron version of an NFL. Like it's insane, bro. It's insane.
Yeah, MJ LeBron is that just next level, like, it's like, what do you do? You know what I'm saying? It's just, wow, shit. It's just, you have to deal with it, man. Like, he has lost games before, but, what else was interesting is that, Saints and Chiefs have the same record since Mahomes took over. They have the same.
That is fucking wild.
Yeah, that's crazy, ain't it? So, man, it's gonna be I feel like the Saints have a better team than the Chiefs, like overall, just team.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Close, but they have a better team. But that quarterback gap is It's huge, even with Breeze. I don't think it's as huge with Breeze.
Yeah, it's not as huge with Breeze. It's not. It's not.
And they're different quarterbacks, but what Breeze can bring to the table is just, he knows the inside and outs of the game and just could rip apart a defense, slowly but surely. He will rip that motherfucker apart and just have you feeling like, oh boy, that YouTube or that Tampa Bay fan watch the whole game where he just like, check down Breeze, man. Breeze, he don't do nothing but check down, man. He don't do nothing but check down. Then by like second quarter, he like, man, fuck, man. Like, what's going on, man?
Bro, one of the highlights of this season was that fucking Tampa Bay game, bro.
I love it.
But like that feeling, I mean, I get the Eagles game may take off some of the edge, but if they go out on Sunday and beat the Chiefs,
oh man,
that's huge, bro. That's huge.
I'm good then. Like fast forward to the playoffs after that. Like I don't care what they do the rest of the season. Seriously, I don't give a shit. Like, well, I don't care what seed we get or whatever. Like, fuck it. Like, you beat the Chiefs, I'm good, man. Let's get on to the playoffs because then I know, like, the team can beat anybody.
And I think it also gives you insight into their DNA.
Right. Exactly. Like, they are ready for action. They ready for prime time, but sorry, but damn, this team still can't. Like, bro, they still just drop these little stupid ass games every year. It's like, damn.
That's what they do, Ryan. Like that's them, bro.
But then they do it. They try to get you to believe. It's like, okay, you beat Atlanta twice. You beat Denver with no quarterback and all that stuff. So it's like you start to believe, like, okay, maybe they shook off that little demon.
Which is you know how worried we were against that Broncos game, bro. Like we were sweating, bro. Like I was like, I already saw it. Like Saints get embarrassed by practice squad wide receiver, bro. Like we
shook off them demons, man. And I was actually confident in them going against the Eagles. I was finally confident, like, oh yeah, man, they're gonna handle business. I picked them in my little work pool or whatever.
Cursed them in with that voodoo,
man. But take it is what it is. Other than that, man, like shit, man, it should be, it's gonna be fun, man. Enjoy this shit. Gonna be back in the dome. They've been out the dome for 3 weeks straight. Gonna be back home. Probably gonna have like, I think they shortened the amount of fans that could be in there. It'd be like 3,000 or something. So a couple of little hoodads in there, and gonna be an evening game. So man, it should be good as shit, man.
Well, we'll see, man. We'll see. I mean, it's gonna be entertaining regardless. And I hope, I'm gonna try to and I know this was like the game that everyone wanted, like me and Ryan to do like a live stream as we watched, and because I know people just want to see my reaction, like if Patrick Mahomes throws like a 60-yard touchdown, just my face, like it's whatever, bro. Like it is what it is.
No, I don't want to do no live stream watching the Saints game,
bro. Nah, bro. After watching that Tampa Bay live stream,
because I don't even react like that. I'm just usually just looking, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even react like that, man. It's like I might get a reaction like with a big play or something, like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just watching.
Right. We'll see, man. So let's prime up. We just know that the hashtag Saints Twitter podcast, we got a slate.
Oh yeah, we working, bro.
We working, bro. We not gonna reveal anything, but just know we got a podcast planned with a guest on Friday. On Sunday, we're gonna come back with the recap podcast of the Chiefs game. On Monday, we have another podcast playing with the guest. On Tuesday, we have another podcast playing with the guest. And then thanks for the Saints fucking working. Playing on fucking Christmas. At some point, me and Ryan and I have to do a preview pod for the fucking Vikings game.
Goddamn right.
Working.
Baby.
So we got you covered. And I meant to say this at the beginning. I am so sorry. Shout out to our dude, Braden Hall, for bestowing upon us the new hashtag Saints Twitter podcast logo. I reached out to him. He came through. He was absolutely great. So shout out to Braden. You can follow Braden on Twitter. His Twitter handle is at Braden Hall 7. That's BRAYDEN. Big Star Wars fan. I think he's one of the I think he's even younger than Chris in terms of being just super young Saints fan. Like we love it, man. Like it's so he painted like pictures of Ryan and I, and it looks fucking beautiful, Braden. We love it, man. We really do. So shout out to you for that. As we already talked about, 100% you got a mask coming your way. Without question, done deal. Man, I think other than that, that's pretty much it. Just know we're working. We got shit in the pipeline. These next 2 weeks for us are busy. Which is good because it means that we're reaching out to people that are wanting to come on and talk to us, and that's what we love. So continue supporting us. If you're on Apple Podcasts, please leave us a review, 5 stars, as well as Patreons. If you want to become a Patreon, go to patreon.com. You search hashtag Saints Twitter Podcast and become a Patreon. To our current Patreons, Ryan should be getting the batch of masks, I believe tomorrow or Friday, in terms of when the mask should be arriving to Ryan. And then after that, at some point he's gonna start getting them out. So they're gonna start getting out real soon. So everyone, please start shooting over, DMing us, email, however, getting us your addresses so we can start getting the mask out to all our Patreons. Believe we got 30 masks. So I believe we have like 26, 27-ish for all our Patreons. So if you became a Patreon later in the game, sorry. But if we do get enough Patreons, then we will be ordering another batch of masks, and we just kind of go from there.
Right. But if you did do a $5 up Patreon, we got you.
Yeah, we got you. You good. You good.
We got you.
We'll figure it out. You good.
Yep.
So
much love.
Much love. We appreciate it. With that, we're gonna get out of here. Enjoy the game on Sunday. Like games like this don't come around very often. These are the games as fans like we enjoy. Like these
up, boy. Get your drink ready.
Shit, these
Turn this TV up.
These are the ones, bro. These are the ones why we fans, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna be in New Orleans or here. I don't know, because I'm heading to New Orleans this weekend. But either way, I'm gonna be in front of that TV, boy. Like, let's fucking go, man. Let's go.
Birdman.
If they win this shit, man. If they win this, man, that's a big fucking win, bro.
Bro, I don't know why it's in my head now, but I just keep thinking of the defense holding the 17 and Taysom putting up like 10 points, bro. Don't know. And like that, like the timeline would be in shambles, bro.
Shambles, bro. Oh my God.
Like we done held these niggas 17 points in this case.
Shambles, bro.
I can't fucking wait, bro. Sign me up.
Man.
Anyway, we're gonna get out of here. Obviously the holidays are coming up, so always be safe, what have you. Enjoy Sunday. We'll be back Sunday night, recap the game. With that, we're out.
Peace.